Hello. Well, we have been busy down here in the archives. We've managed to clear an entire section and made a rather nice little cafe area. I'm just enjoying a cup of coffee as we speak. Excuse me. Delightful. Now all we need to do is get some lighting. Oops, that's the third cup gone. I promised you an episode of the Brindley Titley chat show, Nightly with Titley. And indeed, I intend to deliver one. Unfortunately, all we could find to start with of broadcastable quality was the very first episode, which, although not a pilot, served in many ways to point out aspects of the show which perhaps would not be best to carry forward into future episodes. I'll explain a little more after you've heard it. But for now, be aware that this is the first episode. It is filmed before an audience. The intention was to do it as live as possible, but there were some enforced recording breaks, and the episode itself was then transmitted later that same day, in the evening, in fact. That's enough from me. I'll let Brindley explain things to you himself. So here is this prototype episode of what was to become a reasonably popular chat show. Hello, I'm Brindley Titley. Let me tell you about our wonderful new show. Every weekday, round about this time, I shall be here with plenty of chit and plenty of chat, together with Signor Pepe and our house band. Oh, no! Yes. Let me explain how the programme is set out. Every night I shall chat with a mystery guest in Talking to Strangers. I don't know who they're going to be, but I do know they aren't anybody special. They're ordinary Joes, people like you, the man or woman in the street doing ordinary but important, certainly to them, everyday jobs. Then I shall talk to someone interesting. Maybe from the world of sport or politics or the arts. Tonight I shall be chatting to the renowned French mime artist. So far so good. But before anything else at all, every episode will feature at the start a short poem by the popular and I recently discovered good friend of the Director General, the poetess Monica Holmes.
Thank you.
What sort of poem have you for us tonight, Monica?
This poem is entitled Fluffy White Cloud.
Marvellous.
Puffy, fluffy, sometimes scruffy, wind doth shape my cloud. Round, 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 round and white, small and grey, the wind doth blow it either way. Would I were a cloud up high, I should be so light, yet I too should have the wind blow me with blusty gust straight out to sea. The end.
Now our Mr. Guest, Mr. Ernest Limewater. Call me Ernie. Pleased to meet you, Ernie. I'm Mr. Titley. Now you look a salt-of-the-earth sort of chap. What is it you do? I'm invisible. I beg your pardon? Hard to believe, isn't it? Yes. Listeners must take my word for it that I can definitely see you. Yes, you can see me now because I'm not invisible, but later on you won't. And why is that? I won't be here. But if I was here, round about 11 o'clock, you wouldn't be able to see me then either, because that is when I become invisible. 11 o'clock. Yes, I knew you would not believe me. Well, so I brought proof. Oh. You see this photograph? Yes. Am I in it? No, they're just empty landscape. That's 'cause I'm invisible. Fancy. I've got dozens like that, I'm sure you have, all taken after 11 o'clock. Now this one seems bright daylight. Ah, yes, actually I'm taking that one. It's a snap of a wife. She's invisible between 6 and 9. Really? Well, what a pity she didn't come tonight.
Hello.
She did. Good grief. Don't try and shake Mr. Titley's hand, love. He can't see what you're doing there.
All right.
I rather think it's you doing the talking, isn't it? No, it is not. Yes, it is. Ha, ha, rumbled. It's me, everybody.
And who the hell are you?
I'm Ernie Tinkle, Britain's best love comedian and ventriloquist extraordinaire. This part of the programme is supposed to be for sensible people. Well, it's your first show and I'm doing something next door, so I thought let's have a laugh. 'Cause what does Britain need?
A laugh!
How dare you jeopardise the first episode of my new show? In my day there was such a thing as professional integrity. Keep your wig on. It is not a wig and I have a solicitor's letter to prove it. Now will you kindly leave? And take your wife with you. I'm not having that drivel go out on my show. Stop the recording. Aye, if I have to come over there...
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have a slight technical hitch. Brindley, please.
Where's Jeremy? He should be dealing with this. I should not have stress. My doctor says stress is prematurely aging. Look at my hands. Look at them.
They are the hands of an old man.
They are not. They are shaking. Nervous tension. Jeremy's hands should be the ones trembling, not mine. Where is he?
He had to pop out. Toothache, I think.
Oh, I know all about Jeremy and his toothache. No doubt he's down at the Dog and Whistle right now, anaesthetising it. Do you want me to tell a few jokes while you sort things out? I don't mind. No!
I could recite another poem. Maybe a few jokes, Brindley?
No! They don't care. They're getting their flasks and sandwiches out.
Oh, here's Jeremy, thank goodness.
Now, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. This moron, I'm the nation's foremost comic, has ruined my show.
He didn't see the funny side. It was just something light for the first show.
Of course he didn't. It was your idea. Oh, not that. No, not low comedy. I meant sophistication. Has Mr. So Far So Good arrived yet?
He fell down the stairs.
What?
By the time he'd mimed for help, it was too late.
You don't mean...
Yes, the ambulance got to him first. He insisted on taking him to hospital.
Oh, damn it. Now what? Now what? It's a disaster. I knew it would be. It's Celebrity Lifeboat all over again. So many stars. Lost forever. It's all right, dear. We have a standby mystery guest. We'll have him on, and the Ernie interview need never, ever be broadcast. Never, ever, never, ever. Well, all right.
Now, look, I did that skit in good faith.
Get him out of here.
I'll take him down the stairs.
If that interview doesn't go out, no one will laugh at me, will they? No, I don't want people laughing at me. I'm a serious interviewer. I know. It'll be all right. And the celebrity guest? What are we going to do about that? We haven't got a celebrity guest. Don't worry, that's what I'm here for. You leave all that to me. All right, I suppose. Welcome back. Oh, no, I'm so sorry for that small technical hitch. Didn't we all laugh at Ernie's antics? Of course, rubbish like that has no place in the real show, and that was just a bit of fun for us. Now I shall conduct a real interview with a real working man. Come and meet our mystery guest. Good evening to you. Evening, sir. You are Mr. Albert Mandeville. Yes, it's me, sir. Have you got a handkerchief, sir? No, I'm afraid not. You borrow mine, sir. Thank you. Tell me about yourself and the important job you do.
I am a lift operator, sir.
Really? That must be very interesting.
It has its ups and downs. Oh, I said, it's got its ups and downs. I love that one in the lift, sir.
I'm sure. You operate this lift by yourself?
Yes, sir, I press all the buttons, sir, except the top one, sir. I can't reach the top one no more on account of my stiff arm. You might have wondered, sir, but that's why I've got it stuck out sideways.
Yes, I did wonder. It must make things very difficult for you.
Not for me, sir, no, only for people that want to get to the top floor. They want to press the buttons themselves. I can't have that, sir, can't have that.
So what happens?
They don't go to the top floor.
Ever?
Never, Mr. Titley, sir. Never. That lift hasn't been to the top floor for 8 years.
I see.
The people up there are probably dead by now, those that didn't throw themselves out the window.
Aren't there any stairs?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, stairs, sir. Yes, there's stairs, yes.
Well, then.
But not to the top floor. They only had enough concrete left for the top floor or more stairs. They opted for the top floor.
Well, that's fascinating. Have you seen the doctor about your arm?
Oh, doctors, sir. Don't you talk to me about doctors, sir.
Very well.
I'll tell you about doctors, sir. They're no good. Rest it, he said. I said, how can I rest it when I've got to push buttons? If I didn't do that, the lift wouldn't go anywhere at all. Do you know what he said to that, sir? Do you know what he said?
I can't imagine.
Use the other arm, I ask you.
It does sound a possibility.
Yeah, that's exactly why amateurs should not operate lifts. They've got no idea. You think the other arm is idle during the lift operating process. You think it doesn't have a part to play. This end is for pressing the buttons. This end is for holding the doors open.
Well, I'm sure everybody listening has found you as interesting as I did. I shall let you get back to your vital work.
What I'm really after, you see, sir, is a job where there's only one floor, or what we in the business call a static horizontal lift.
Yes, I'm sure. Perhaps it's time for a musical interlude.
Oh, no. What your man in the street would call a cupboard.
Cut!
He was an idiot, of course, but they expect that from a working man. What about the celebrity guest? Tell me you've sorted out a celebrity guest. Yes, of course I've sorted out a celebrity guest. But you might not like it.
Why? Who is it?
Well, as it's a bit of an emergency, and we've got a celebrity on the premises, I can't talk to myself, or can I? Yes, what a brilliant idea. I can ask myself all about my new book. No, that's not what I thought. Oh, I thought, how about...
Good evening.
No! Well, look, she's very well known and people like her.
I could have been Poet Laureate, you know.
Really? Who told you that? The Director General?
No, it was the chairman of the appointment board. When I asked him why they chose who they chose, because he's all doggerel, and he said, just think, it could have been you.
I'm feeling tense again, Jeremy. It'll be all right. Just ask her a little bit about how she got started and how she's going on and when she's going to stop. It'll fill out the time. It'll be fine. And she can end with a poem. She's a very good friend of the Director General, so this won't do us any harm at all. Trust me, Brindley. Have I ever let you down?
One word, Jeremy. Clacton. Oh, you always have to throw Clacton in my face.
Very well, I'm a professional. Let's continue. There's nobody I can't interview if called upon.
What a delight to be able to talk to you at greater length, Monica.
Thank you. It is nice to have the opportunity to be able to explain my inspiration.
For your poems?
Yes.
Remarkable. So, what possessed you to write the poem you read for us this evening?
Fluffy white cloud.
Yes.
Well, I saw a white cloud, and I thought, my, that's fluffy.
Let me stop you there. I've just heard some wonderful news.
Oh?
Monsieur So Good has discharged himself and is able to join us after all. If you'd like to get out of his seat, please. But the great So Far So Good, ladies and gentlemen. Go away.
Well, really?
This way, love.
Don't you love me?
Not unless he's the Director General. Monsieur, welcome. I'm so pleased you're able to join us after all. The art of mime has fascinated our listeners for years, and you are its greatest exponent. Oh. I dare say some cynical members of our audience may be thinking that this whole interview is going to be conducted in mime, like some desperate attempt at humour. Then they will be disappointed, no? They certainly will. No, I have a big wish to discuss with you. Splendid. Tell me, what, in your opinion, and let's face it, your opinion is what counts, what for you is the most important thing in creating a mime? I'm sorry, my voice is out of practice. It is, how you say, impotent, very impotent, to give the audience, even the whole country, giving Britain, yes, giving it a laugh. A laugh? Oui, because what does Britain need?
Hello!
It's me, Rumble! You utter bastard! That'll teach you to call my act rubbish and try to cut me out of your show. It's me that people want. Stop recording. Stop the recording this minute. I wouldn't say my wife's unattractive. She isn't. She's 20 years younger than me and married me for me money. Get off. I wouldn't say Brindley Tightly has no sense of humour. He hasn't got any sense at all. Right. You want some, do ya?
We've got to do something.
You better call security. Tell them it's Brindley.
What about the show?
Leave it to me. Monica, dear, you're on.
What? Oh. Thank you. This poem is entitled Daisy. Lazy Daisy, in the hazy sun, I'd like to make a chain from you, but you are only one. Your petals white, your middle yellow,
That damn woman's reading a poem.
and a green and shiny stalk.
I'm not going to. If you're not careful, we'll have her on your show next.
How I
Although
wish
she's
that
afraid of it all
every
to do,
day
you know. Yes,
I'd see you
I've
on
heard
my
that
walk.
too. Come on, I'll write me on, Brindley.
Thank you so much.
Musical interlude. What? Musical interlude. What? Musical interlude! Oh, right. What shall I play? Oh, no. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You've got to get back out there now.
I can't get out there now, Jeremy. Haven't you seen my face? I can't appear before my audience like this.
Your audience won't see you. You're on the radio.
The audience here will see. They've already seen you brawling on the floor with one of Britain's best-loved comedians. Now, for goodness sake, Brindley, pull yourself together. Behave like a man. Get out there and finish the show properly. Very well. Never let it be said that Brindley Tightly neglected his duty as a host. Oh, they indeed. Well, what a splendid evening we've all had together.
I hope you'll forgive the little wrinkles that always creep into these broadcasts when they're done almost as live. Of course, the editor will have his scissors out and will be snipping away any awkwardness and making a seamless programme, which I'm sure you will listen to when it is broadcast later tonight. So, until we all meet again, from me, Brindley Tightly, to all of you, my dear listeners, good nightly and sleep tightly. It all went rather well, I thought. Oh, did you? Once Princess and I have edited it all together.
It'll be just like all your other shows, Mr. Tightly.
I hope so. Feeling better, Brindley? A little, I suppose, yes. Good. The Director General wants to see you first thing in the morning. What? Come in, Tightly, come in. Thank you, DG. Sit down, sit down. Thank you. I saw the show. Oh, how kind of you. There was a lot of music. There was some time to fill in after the final edit. I was let down, you see, by So Far So Good, and then the programme was hijacked by that comedian. I didn't like it. Ah, well, it was awful music. Get rid of the Mexican. The rest of the show was excellent. Oh, once I understood what happened. Ah, yes, right. There were a lot of unexpected problems to overcome. I'm delighted to say Jeremy's put out positive feelers to Winston Churchill for this evening, and next week Jeremy's almost got hold of Danny Kaye. No, cancel it. Cancel Danny Kaye? What made that show was the humorous badinage between you and Ernie Tinkle. I've decided that is going to be a regular thing. He'll come on as a different character every night and make a fool out of you. But what? Won't the audience get tired of that for 45 minutes? That's where Monica comes in. Monica? Of course. The best thing about the whole show. I could listen to her read poems all night. Do you? I mean, of course, yes. Who couldn't? Well, good, that's settled. We open each show with Monica. Then we have a little more Monica. Then 10 minutes comic relief from you. And then a really long poem from Monica. A really long poem from Monica. Splendid. You know, I was all for cancelling the show. I thought it was all a disaster, apart from Monica. But then Damsonley pointed out how much better it would be with more poems from Monica and less talk from you. Jeremy said all that. And he explained how all that fighting was just sound effects, and the audience were laughing their heads off. Well, I take my hat off to you, Tightly. I never thought you could be versatile. Quite the opposite, in fact. Your quick thinking saved the show. Thank you. Unlike Celebrity Lifeboat, you weren't very quick thinking there. No. Never mind. Off you go and get ready for tonight. Oh, there you are, Brindley. How did it go? How did it go? I'll tell you how it went. Don't say it, please. Clacton, Jeremy! It was Clacton all over again!
Thank you. The little bird. I saw a little bird, and this is what I heard. Tweet, 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 tweet.
tweet, 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 tweet. So sweet, 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 sweet.
Well, the show was planned to be retitled The Monica Holmanses Poetry Hour. Unfortunately for Monica Holmanses and lovers of poetry everywhere, they reverted to the Nightly with Tightly format the very next day. The main reason appears to have been a letter to the Radio Times. It was intercepted by the Director-General, very easily in fact, as he found it tucked into the top pocket of his suit, and it was from, apparently, his own wife. In any case, Monica Holmanses did not appear on the programme again, and Brindley was able to continue in the manner in which he intended the show to progress in the first place. Proper, serious interviewing. And when I find another episode which includes that proper, serious interviewing, which I suspect I will, if I look hard enough, we will witness Brindley doing what he does best. Putting it straight, asking the questions you want asked, and listening to the answers he wants to hear. So until then, from all of us here down in the archive, sleep tightly.